If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Oh shit, it's on nobody. That ain't a lot of people come to me with that in my whole life since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I forget a lot of them, say, I have never snitched on nobody. I never wrote a statement on one, and I never will. That's how I feel. Cause I'm a true G. I never snitch on a nigga. Where we from, we won't do that. For real, this East Carolina's all shit. Niggas I fuck with my crew, we don't do that. We don't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on a nigga to save my nobody's life, not even my own. I die if I snitch on a nigga. That's on my mom.
I need y'all to rap on all the freestyles and hashtag 1017 up next. Me and my team gonna be searching that hashtag. We looking for our next big artist. And not only will you be signed to 1017, my next artist, when I drop my next album on 1017, you will be featured on the album. So that's all you have to do is go to 1017 up next. It's 3 freestyles on all platforms. Pick which one you want to rap on all of them. Submit that with the hashtag 1017 up next. Me and the crew gonna be licking and searching for the next artist, and we're gonna bring you on and make you involved in my next album. We're gonna have a big announcement, 1017.
Do y'all see all the jewelry that Gucci Mane got? That tells us that Gucci Mane prides himself with his jewelry. $1 million watches, $500,000 rings and stuff like that. And from my understanding, his wedding ring, him and his wife, $500,000 a piece or $1 million a piece, right? So now we gotta understand something. When you have that type of jewelry that, you know, costs that type of money, you insure those type of things. The same way some of us insure our cars, right? Our cars have value to us. So we put insurance on it just in case if something happened, we should be able to recover from any injuries, from any damage to the vehicle and stuff like that, maintenance and all that old type of stuff. So the same goes for the jewelry. So here's one of the reasons why I believe that Gucci Mane is trapped and that he must testify. And the reason why I say that is because when they took that ring from him, y'all better believe if it wasn't him, his wife called the insurance company and said, hey, listen, we just got robbed. You see, we just got robbed for a $500,000 ring. Right? And then, you know, coming to the insurance company and telling them that whether it was Gucci or his wife, the insurance company got to do their homework. They not just finna give somebody $500,000 just because you say you got robbed. No, they need some evidence, right? And so the evidence that Gucci Mane or his wife can provide the insurance company is, hey, look, hey, here go the paperwork. We got federal paperwork here. Yeah, we got robbed. Not only that, we got camera footage around here, you know, of them robbing me. You see what I'm saying? The guys that robbed me, they locked up right now. They did not find my wedding ring. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing that we got to understand. And being that he's telling the insurance company about everything that happened, that's a form of testifying. Because he didn't stop at the insurance company. He told the detectives what happened. He told the detectives that they took his wedding ring. And being that he told them that, you gotta believe something. This is a federal case. Being that he told the federal government that, hey, these are the guys right here that did the robbery. And these are the guys that took my ring off. You better believe that the federal government is going to hit him with a trial subpoena. And what that means is that when they hit you with a trial subpoena, ain't no way around that. No, not with a trial subpoena. They want you to come in the trial and say what you told those detectives. That's all they want. Regardless if you want to try to keep your reputation and all that old time. No, we don't care about none of that. We just want you to get in there and testify to what you said to the detectives when they asked you about what happened. They want to know that, and that's it. That's all. And being that he's trapped like that because he already told them and they gonna hit him with a trial subpoena, I believe that Gucci Mane gotta testify. He got to. Because if Gucci Mane don't testify against Pooh Shiesty, he's putting his business at risk. The document that he supposedly had signed to release Pooh Shiesty from 1017 record label, oh, that's legit. If he don't get up there and testify and say, hey man, they forced me to do this. You see what I'm saying? They forced me to do this. If he don't get up there and say that right there, then they can say, hey, look, check this out. Hey, the document that Pooh Shiesty got saying that you released him is good to go. You see? So he can't do that. That's another way he trapped. He can't do that because if he go in there and plead the fifth and say, hey man, you know what, I'm not testifying to what I told them or none of that, they can hold him in contempt of court, put his ass in jail and let him sit there until he's ready to testify, or they can send him to the penitentiary and hit him with a heavy fine. And even if he do that, even if he say, you know what, I'm gonna be a gangster about the whole thing, man, I ain't finna say nothing. Look, them police gonna get in there and say, hey, yeah, this is what he told us. Regardless of what he said, they gonna get in there and say, hey, look, this is what he told us. He told us that Pooh Shiesty and them robbed him and that they took his wedding ring off. And the insurance company, who's got to pay $500,000, they gonna want him to testify. They not finna just give you no $500,000 or no $1 million or nothing like that just because you said you got robbed. Now, if you go in there and testify to everything, then they can say, hey, you know what? This really happened. We got to get this man $1 million or $500,000 for that ring. You see? So, yeah, no, I believe that he's trapped. I don't believe that he has no way around it. I believe that he has to get in there and he has to testify. Now, look. This is a full-grown man. I don't see nothing wrong with him getting up on the stand and testifying. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I know the gangsters. I know y'all don't agree with that type of stuff. And I don't expect y'all to understand that because the way that y'all live is, look, man, you know, somebody can shit on you, piss on you, and you just got to leave it in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Somebody can, you know, kidnap your daughter and stuff like that and take her to, you know, Guantanamo Bay somewhere, and you gotta leave that in the streets. I'm talking to my hood guys. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to just leave everything in the streets. You know what I mean? You can't just cooperate or you can't be law abiding for, you know, a couple of minutes or for an occasion or nothing like that. You got to be all the way in. You see? So for my street guys, I need y'all to do one thing for me because a lot of y'all got a problem with what Gucci Mane is doing. I need y'all to stop filing insurance claims and stuff like that when people crash your vehicle, steal your vehicle, tear your rims up and stuff like that, because that's telling. I know y'all, hood man, come on man, there ain't no telling, man. I'm just trying to get what you think Gucci Mane trying to do. You see, Gucci Mane trying to recover his loss. And if he don't get in there and testify, and if he don't tell them police what happened, and then go to that insurance company, hey, he done lost $500,000. Not only did he lost $500,000, now he done lost his millionaire artist that's been putting money in his pocket for years. You see? So now he trapped. He trapped. He gotta get on that stand and testify. Big badass Gucci. But that's only if them boys go to trial. If they don't go to trial, like Gucci gonna be like, hey, whew, man, I ain't gotta get up there and testify. At least I ain't gotta do that. I already done told on paper, but I ain't gotta go testify. Woo. But if I was Gucci, I wouldn't have had no shame. I'd be like, man, listen, check this out, man. This is what happened, man. I gotta go demonstrate. I gotta get up here and let it be known. You see? If he don't testify, can you imagine the millions and millions of dollars that he about to lose? He gonna lose his ring. He gotta go spend another $1 million, $500,000 for another ring. The record label thing dealing with Pooh Shiesty. If Pooh Shiesty is really released, I mean, he ain't getting no more money from that. And that was his last artist really that was getting money for him. There's too much at stake for him not to testify. It's too much at stake. Ask yourselves this, right? I'm talking to all the hood educated residents and the guests, right? Let's just be 100. If you was put in Gucci Mane's situation, what would you do? Would you sit up here and keep it real and, just so that you can save face with a bunch of strangers that don't even know you and don't even give a damn about you? You would sacrifice all that just so that you can save face for strangers. Nah, come on now. We hood educated, not lane related. We think way better than that. Way better than that. Can't nobody be mad about this situation, or if Gucci Mane decide to testify. Only person that can be mad about this situation is Pooh Shiesty. And the reason why he can be mad about the situation is because he believed in his mind that, hey, Gucci Mane is a gangster. Gucci Mane ain't finna tell nobody. Gucci Mane ain't finna have no police around him or nothing like that. Gucci Mane is a real gangster, and he really believed that. But when they gave him them charge papers and he seen that RD said this, that, and the other, he said, he ain't who I thought he was. He ain't going like that. He telling the police what happened. You see? Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of people can learn from this demonstration. I'm talking about a lot of people. Young people can learn from this demonstration because you can't do business like that. That's hood stuff. You can't do business like that. And some of you CEOs, you owners of these record labels, you got to understand, listen, rap has changed a lot. The rappers that I come up listening to that was talking all that crazy stuff, gangster stuff, that came from them neighborhoods and stuff like that, they were studio. These guys are straight up studio gangsters, right? These rappers now, these rappers now is gangsters pretending to be studio rappers. You see what I'm saying? These guys right here is really from the streets. They ain't talking about, hey, yeah, I went to college, man, but I'm gonna act like I'm from the... No, these ain't no made up characters. These is real street guys. And you can tell by the things that they do. Look at the situation with Lil Durk. That's street guy type stuff. That ain't no industry type stuff. No. Y'all killed my homie. Okay, we finna kill y'all. I'm finna fly some brothers all the way from Chicago to California to go kill you because of what y'all did a couple of years ago to one of my homeboys. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, these are street guys. I'm talking about brave, courageous, but all for the wrong reason. You see, the way that them boys, set that up and robbed Gucci Mane like that, cold-blooded demonstration. Cold-blooded, brave, courageous. I give them that. But in giving them that, I got to give them the stupidity too. You see, because you can be brave and dumb at the same damn time. You want to be brave, courageous, and intelligent. You want to make intelligent moves. These guys right here, Dumb moves. They still trying to do stuff how they did it back in the streets. It don't work like that. So I see Gucci Mane getting on that stand and testifying. I see it. And like I say, unless they don't go to trial. But if they go to trial, I can see Gucci Mane getting up there. Hey, yeah, my name is Roderick Davis. Yeah, this what happened and that what happened. And the cold-blooded part about that, why everybody talking all this snitch stuff, his career gonna be ruined. If he snitch, it's over with for him and all that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Gucci Mane intelligent enough to see all these other rappers that done snitched before him and still making millions of dollars. Because look, you gotta understand something. The only people that care about that snitch stuff is backwards thinking street guys and gangbangers and everybody that do criminal stuff. They worried about that. It is more tax-paying citizens, civilians, than there is criminals. And the mass majority of people that listen to Gucci Mane music, the mass majority is civilians. It's tax-paying citizens. You see? So, look, for him to get on the stand and you know, get a little blotch on his reputation, so, look, the gangsters ain't coming to the shows. Don't come anyway. Stay at home. The people in the suburbs, they gonna come to the shows. The girls that love Gucci Mane and his wife, the guys that love Gucci Mane, they coming to the shows. Gangsters, y'all can go on ahead and stay home. Look, yeah, all right, cool, stay home. You see? So he's not worried about that. I mean, if he's intelligent, he's not worried about that. Look, forget that old reputation. Forget that hood stuff. This man right here is a multi-millionaire. And everybody on the internet want him to play gangster. Everybody on the internet want him to, hey, stand tall, man. You better not say nothing, man. You know, you wrong for that, brother. You bogus, man. You a snitch. Man, do y'all really think Gucci Mane care about that? This man right here is a millionaire. And he understands if he's intelligent, he can look and see all the other rappers that supposedly had snitch and got blotches on their reputation. Hey, look, they still successful right now today. Because the mass majority of people that stream their music, that gets them that money, is not in the hood no more. These peoples is in the suburbs. Yeah, y'all ever went to a rap concert before? You would think in your mind, if you're from the ghettos across America, you would think in your mind that white people, Latin people, Asian people, Native American people don't listen to rap. Because you in the hood, you would think like, hey man, this is our music, this is what we do. And then you go to a concert. And then you wonder, why is all the front rows taken up? Why is all the close spaces to see the rapper taken up? And you look down there and you look around there, it's white people singing word for word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see Asians, Latins, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And y'all all the way in the back. Because they done spent their money for real. They like, man, I love Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane ain't worried about that, man. That man got too many plaques, too many millions. He ain't worried about that. The only people that's worried about that street stuff is street niggas. And look, street niggas should realize, excuse my language, but y'all should realize what type of thinking, that street life thinking, look what it gets you. Look what it gets you. Lil Durk, federal charges, murder for hire. Street thinking. Pooh Shiesty, kidnapping. There's going to be some more charges coming up, I do believe. But right now, they hit him with the tough one, kidnapping. Street thinking. So what should that tell you? What should that tell you young brothers and you classic brothers? What should that tell you? That thinking that street life stuff, thinking that criminal mentality, you know, living out that stuff that you thinking about, that you think that's going to work, it's going to get you killed. It's going to get you sent to the penitentiary. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.